Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Welcome to our first PU Computer Science online classes, and we know that we are in the concept of data types. It's a chapter 8, and in last class we already completed some concept of the data types, that is about our variable, declaration of the variable, example for the declaration, and later also we can say that what about the valid variables example and also invalid variable example. Some valid variable examples are, we can say, student, mark 1, date of joining, correct? No? Okay, now invalid variable example, double or maybe total space marks here, or we can say that question total. So alarm comes in case of the invalid variable, as well as we completed initialization of the variable, and we know that the syntax of the initialization, there is no any confusion in case of the declaration of the variable and to the initialization of the variable. So in case of the initialization, just only you need to add equal sign and you need to use the value, correct? No, here, and later just only the termination of the statement by using the semicolon. And we know that the four important point in case of the initialization of the variable, about the R value is called as the data value and L value is called as the location value here, correct? No, not just only the data value we also need the location value. The meaning of the location value, we can say that the memory address location in which the value can be stored is the meaning of the L value, correct here? And also we know the meaning of the dynamic initialization. If any variable is going to declare at runtime is called as the dynamic initialization. And also we know the meaning of the const or without the meaning of the const here. And lastly, some important point I already explained in case of the initialization of the variables, correct? No? Okay, now in today's class we are going to complete some important concept about the data types. Okay, here, so we can say that first of all I want to say the meaning of the data type. The data type indicate the type of data a variable can have. Clear this point here? That means the variable declared by using which kind of the data type is only the meaning of the data type. Maybe the variable declared by using int. Clear this point here? Int student. That means the student have the data type of the int. Clear this point here? Or maybe we can say that in this case the char s here, that means here we are using the data type as the char, and also we can say that the float, maybe the student in this case here, that means here we are using, or in this case we can say that here we are using the data type as the float here. So many type of the data types are there. Let's later watch what are the example for the primary data type as well as about our derived data type here. So clear the meaning of the data type, that means the meaning of the data type. The data type indicate the type of the data a variable can have, that means such variable declared by using which kind of the data type is the meaning of the data type only. So one example we can say as the int student is the one example, and here I used the data type that is the int, and student is called as the variable name, correct? No? Okay, now let's the C++ include two type of the data types. So the type of the data types are, the first one is called as the simple and fundamental data type. The simple only call as the fundamental data type. So we can say we can call such data type as the simple, or we can say as the fundamental data type. And the second type of the data type is called as the derived. Clear this point here? derived, derived, and such derived only call as the complex data type. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು data type ಅಲ್ಲಿ two types ಇದೆ. The first one is the simple simple or fundamental data type, and second one is called as the derived or only called as the complex data type. Okay, now I'm going to select the first type of the data type, that is called as the simple or fundamental data type. Okay, now what about the simple or fundamental data type? So we can say that the simple or fundamental data type are primary or primitive data type here. So clear this point here. Maybe here we can say that, see the primary, that means our LKG, correct? No, in this case here, that means such class not constructed by using any other class, but maybe in case you are going to use the 11th class, so we can say that such 11th class is constructed by using the 10th class. So we can say the 10th and the 11th is not called as the primary data type. Clear this point here. So we can say that in this case the primary data type means the one example for the primary or primitive data type we can say as the simple or fundamental data type. So these data type are the primitive and primary data type, and such data type not constructed by using any other data type. Clear this point here. We constructing, why? Because we know that some of the data type we constructed by using some other data type, but here in case of our simple we can say that these are not constructed by using any other data type. Here NOR, the meaning is the not using by any other data type here. So this is the meaning of the simple data type. So these data type are includes, that means what are the example for the simple or fundamental data type? So we can give some of the example for the simple or fundamental data type as the int, char, float, double, void. Clear this point here. Some of the example for the, that means all those data type are not constructed by using any other data type. So examples are the int, char, char, float, double, void. Clear this point here. Okay, now we can say these type are used to represent the integer. Int means the integer point, correct? No, the integer, or maybe used to represent float means the floating point, or maybe used to represent long floating point and character type respectively. Clear this point. Maybe I want to use the number, then sure I am using the data type as the int. Maybe I want to use in a fractional point, then sure I am going to use the data type as the float here. Or maybe I want more significant number after the decimal point, I am using the data type as the double. Or maybe I want to use the character, single character in our program, then sure I am using the data type as the char here. So we can say that this is the meaning of the simple or fundamental data type. So ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? We can say in simple meaning, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಳುವುದಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಡಾಟಾ ಟೈಪ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಡಾಟಾ ಟೈಪ್ ಇಂದ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. It is the primary data type, primitive data type. Some example int, char, float, double, void here. So all are used to represent, indicate the integer, float point here, char type, and also double point respectively here. So this is about our simple data type. Now I already said some of the example of the primitive or simple or fundamental data type, that are the int, char, float, double, and void. Now we are going to explain the each point one by one here. So first of all I want to select, that is the data type. The name of the data type is called as the int, but always should remember it, while going to write the int, the I should write in small letter only. Okay kya? So the int in this case here. So we can say that what do you mean by a int? So we can say this means that the variable is an integer, correct? No, if you are using int and maybe if you are using sum, so what's the meaning of this one? Just only I used int sum semicolon, correct? No, so we can say that sum is the name of the variable and sum used the data type of the type int here, and such sum, that means the variable terminate by using the semicolon, correct? No, here. So we can say that this means that the variable is an integer, correct? No, okay. Now what's the meaning of the integer? Integer means whole number without any fractional part. Here I am using the WHOLE, the spelling of the whole, WHOLE. What about the whole? The whole means, that means the full number. That means we can say that this include the numbers such as the 10, correct no? Whole, it is the whole number. 100 or maybe minus 20, it is the whole number. So all are the example of the integer data type here, or they can be positive or negative value, correct no? So what are the example I used? Maybe the 10, that means here it is the positive value, or maybe if you are using 20, that are the example, or this is the example, we can say that it is a negative value. So we can say that, so it include the numbers, the number, whole numbers, maybe the 10 minus 20 minus 50 minus 100 or just 100,000 etc. all are the example of the int data type. Clear this point here? Int, and they can be, or we can say that they can be the positive or negative values here. Now what about the range of numbers? So in case of the int variable, the range of numbers we can store from maybe the minus 32 768. This is very important. The range, as we know that the limitation of the integer data type. Okay, here. So the range of numbers we can store from minus 32 768 to 32 767. That means when you are going to add the total, we will get 65,535. Clear this point here? 65,000, that means 0 to 65,535. Don't think about this one, just only whatever the value in our computing going to start from the location value 0 only, always should remember it. Always we need to give the location value, the memory address location going to start from the 0 only, 0 1 2 3 4 5. So like that only. So total range of capacity is the minus 32 768 to 32 767. That means total as a integer value we can take as the 65, 0 to 65,535. Okay, here. So it comes in case of the integer number only. Clear this point here? So we can say that they occupy 2 byte of memory space. So ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ನೀವು ಡಾಟಾ ಟೈಪ್ ಇಂಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಆ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ? ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ such memory or such variable occupied 2 byte of memory space. As we know that the 1 byte is equal to 8 bits here. So the meaning of the 2 byte, that is equal to the 16 bits. Correct no? So we can say that they occupy 2 byte of memory space for each variable here, and the possible operations are, that means by using the int data type, what are the operation we can perform here? Some of the operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and the modulus. As we know, the meaning of the modulus means the remainder. Correct no? Kya? The remainder after an integer division, maybe any remaining part, maybe 20 by 10. Correct no? 20 by 10, that means no any remaining part will get it. Correct here? But maybe if you are using the value 21, that means sure we will get the one remaining part here. So this is the operation, or we can say that the modulus, that is called as the remainder, is using just to get the remaining after an integer division. So clear the meaning of the int here? Artha aitalla the meaning of the int? Now just only in simple way I want to say the meaning of the int as the integer number, integer variable. Integer means whole number. Example for the whole number 10 minus 20, that means in our integer we can use positive as well as the negative value. And range of numbers 32 768 to 32 767. One variable occupy 2 byte of memory space. 2 byte is equal to 16 bits, and possible operations we can perform by using the int data type as the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and the modulus. Modulus only called as the remainder. Okay. Now later next one is about our int. We completed. Now I want to take the second data type. The name of the second data type is called as the char. Okay. The spelling of the char I want to use as the CHAR. Clear this point here? char. Now why we using the char? As we know that this means that the variable is a character type. Correct no? So yaudella ನಾವು character ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. We already know in our C++ or introduction to C++, the one concept, the name of the concept is the character set. Is it here? And we know I already explained the explanation about our character set. That means the character set is a set of valid characters. So totally we can use here 255. Correct no? 0 to 255 characters in this case, or we can say that 256 character ASCII values. So some of the characters are capital letter A to Z, small letter A to Z here, and special symbols less than, greater than, equal, question, full stop, single quote, double quote here, and make an caret one's complement here. Later percentage, correct no here, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus here. So many of these special symbols are called or comes in case of the character set. With that it includes some of the white spaces or the blank space, horizontal tab, carriage return only called as the enter key here, and with the carriage return that is called as the enter key. In this case here the new line or the form feed all comes in case of the character set. So now, so we know that what are the symbols or what are the variables or the alphabet we need to include in our character set in this case. Correct no? Here, okay. Now the char means the variable is a character type. Clear this point here? And in this case to store any type of character from the basic character set. That means we can take any type of the character from the character set as a character type. Clear this point? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ? ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ character set ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು special symbols ಬರ್ತದೆ. Correct no? Many are the special symbols will going to join as a character set. Maybe the capital A to Z, small a to Z here, and also some of the horizontal tab, enter key. So all are called as the character set. That means we can store any type of the character from the basic character set here. Correct here? Okay, now in this case, so it include the character such as, maybe the example for the character we can take as the maybe our 5. Clear this point here? The 5 you can use here, or maybe you can take as the hash symbol. Clear this point here? The hash symbol. Otherwise you can take as the capital S. Otherwise you can take as the small s. So all are the example for the character set in this case here. So clear this point? The what about the character set? But note that how I completed the each character set or each character type here. So note that maybe any type of the character should be enclosed within single quote. Okay, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು character set ನೀವು character ಆಗಿ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಿ? As we know that maybe any type of the character is going to enclosed within single quote. Clear this point here? This single quote here, and here we can say that the range of numbers we can store from minus 128 to 127. Clear this point here? The minus 128 to 127, that is called as the 0 to 255. Okay, so that is equal to 256 ASCII value we can take as the character set. So 256 valid character set. In this case it going to start from the 0 to 255. That means how we got the 0 to 255? As we know that the range of capacity of the character set is the minus 128 to 127. So when you are going to add, we'll get as the 255. So it's going to start from the 0 to 255. So when you are adding the 0, that is equal to this 256 only here. So clear? What about the character set? Okay, so they occupy 1 byte of memory space. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ನೀವು ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಆ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಆಕ್ಯುಪೈ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ಎನಿ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದಿ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರಿಂಗ್ by using the data type char, it occupies 1 byte of memory space, that is equal to the 8 bits here, and the possible operations are, that means we know that by using the character it's not possible to do addition subtraction operation. Is it able to do the addition subtraction operator just by using the single character? No, we can't do the addition subtraction operation. So the possible operation of the character type is the input and the output operation. We can input the character, we can output the character. If you are taking as an input, then sure such character going to display on the screen here. So it can perform the operation. The operations is the input and the output. So clear this point here. So now just we completed the CAD type. So artha aita ellarige CAD type. So we can say that here. That means CAD means here how we are going to write. Maybe the example we can write as the char s. Okay, kya? The char s. So this is the declaration of the character s by using the data type char here. So clear this point. Okay, and such char occupy 1 byte of memory space, and here possible operations are input and the output. And how we are going to use the character? That means it include the character. The character maybe the phi hash capital S small s here, or maybe the y capital Y. So all are, and how we are going to write the character by using the single quote. Okay here. So this is the some explanation about our char here, that is called as the char data type. Now let's the third data type. The name of the third data type is called as the float. Okay, float. FLOAT here. So what about the float in this case? As we know that if you are going to declare any of the data type, the float or maybe the gay, clear this point here. That means we declared the variable gay by using the data type float. So how we are going to declare? Float a semicolon. Okay here. Now what's the meaning of this one? That means we can say that this means that the variable is a real number. Correct no kya? The real number. What about the real number, or which one is called as the real number? So in case of the real number, we can say that, for example, 12.34. Okay. So this means that means here we know that this means that the variable is a real number here. The real number means it contains both an integer part. Now 12 is called as the integer part here. It contains the integer part and the fractional part. After the dot 34 we are going to call. Correct no here? 12.34, like that we are going to call this number here. So we can say that these contain, the float data type contain both an integer part and the fractional part. But the int data type ಮತ್ತೆ float ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು difference? int ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು whole number ತಗೊಳ್ತೇವೆ, 10, 20, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 12.00 ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ 12.00 ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಡಾಟಾ ಟೈಪ್ ಅನ್ನು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ದಿ ಫ್ಲೋಟ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಟೈಪ್. ಓಕೆ ಕ್ಯಾ? ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಂಟೇನ್ ದಿ ಇಂಟಿಜರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ and the fractional part here. So clear this, the meaning of the float here. Or also we can say that the float data type include the numbers. The numbers may be the minus 10.34 here, or maybe 12.34. All are the example of the float data type. And also like our int, they can also contain the positive and negative number. This is the positive number, or we can say that 10.34. So this is called as the negative number here. Now let's, what about the range of capacity of the float data type here? So we can say that the range of numbers we can store from, that is minus 3.4e minus 38 here, minus 3.4e minus 38 to 3.4e 38. Clear this point here? Now what's the meaning of the e here? The meaning of the e we can say as the exponential notation. Okay, so maybe in case you want to use some of the fractional point, as we know that in our floating point number there are two types are there. One is the fractional point and second one is called as the exponent form. Correct no? Such e only called as the exponent form or the exponent notation. in this case here, exponent notation in this case. And what about the variable going to occupy? That means here when any variable going to declare by using the data type float, they occupy 4 byte of memory space. Okay, here it occupies here 4 byte of memory, 4 bytes of memory space in this case here. And possible operation by using the data type float as the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Don't take the modulus. It's not possible to do the modulus operation by using the float data type. So ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫ್ಲೋಟ್. ಸೊ ಫ್ಲೋಟ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಗೆ, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ದಿ ನಂಬರ್. ಸೊ ಟು ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ವಿಚ್ ನಂಬರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಫ್ಲೋಟ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಟೈಪ್, ಮೇ ಬಿ ಟು ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಎನಿ point number. Clear this point? One example 12.34. So this is the suitable example for our float. That means here we can say 12 is the integer part and 0.34 is called as the fractional point here. And we know that the range of numbers, so this is the range of the numbers of the float here. And here the meaning of the E is the exponential notation, and one variable occupy 4 byte of memory space, and possible operation we can say addition, subtraction, multiplication and the division. Okay, now after completing the double, after completing the float here, now just we are in the concept of data type. I already said how many types of the data types are there. With that I said one about the simple data type. In simple data type, now some of the primitive data types are the int, char, float. Now just we completed float. Now just I want to select the next point, that is the double. So what about the double? So here we can say that this means that the variable is a double precision float type. That means by using the double also we can take the number. Clear this point here? So we can say the double, it is a double variable. The meaning of the double variable means here the double precision float type. So what about the double precision? PRECISION, double precision float type here. That means here we are using the significant numbers after the decimal point. Clear this point here? Some significant number, maybe 12.6667. So like that we are going to use. Otherwise in case of the float, just only we are using just only 2 point. After the decimal, just only the 2 point. But in case if you want to use many numbers, then sure we are using the data type. The data type is the double. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಡಬಲ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ we can say that ಇದು just ಒಂದು 2 points we can use. After the point we can use the 2 number. But in case you want to use many after the point, maybe the 66667, so many numbers after the point here, then sure the data type double going to use here. So clear this point here? So significant number after the decimal point here. And also we can say in case of our double here, the range of numbers. So what about the range of numbers? The range of numbers we can store from, that is minus 1.7e minus 308 to 1.7e 308. That means it occupies 8 byte of memory space. Clear this point here? It occupies the 8 byte of memory space. As we know that the 8 means the one variable occupies 64 bits. Okay, here the 64 bits in this case. So this is the range of capacity of the double, and the possible operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, here so the possible operation. So finally we can say in case of the data type float and double, as the float and double data type in this case can be represented or specially going to use in the scientific notation. Clear this point? So specially going to use in our scientific work or the scientific notation in this case here. So this is some of the point in case of the double here. So clear the meaning of the double in this case? ಯಾವ ನಂಬರಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಡಬಲ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಟೈಪ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಅದರ ರೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ನಾವು ಡಬಲ್ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ದಿ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ addition, subtraction, multiplication and the division. And lastly the data type, the name of the data type is called as the void. Correct no? So all are the example of the simple or fundamental data types, primitive data types. Okay, let's the last example or the last data type, that is the void. So what about the void here? This data type represents an empty set of values. Clear this point here? It represents an empty set of value. Nothing is there. Opening of the flower bracket, no any values, and closing of the flower bracket. So we can say that this data type represents an empty set of values here, and this data type is used as a return type specifier. Here return spelling I want to use, I am using as the RETURN. Okay, it returning something from one program to the another program. That means we can say that such void data type specially going to use as a return type specifier for a function program, but also it does not return a value. Clear this point here? So void data type ಯಾಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ void data type ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು? ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈಯರ್ ಗೋಸ್ಕರ. ಸೊ now upcoming chapter function is that later it will be clear to everyone what about the void or the meaning of the function, or what I am going to tell here, returning the value from one function to the another function, each and everything. But in this class just only I want to say just some point about our void here. So we can say in our void data type using the return type specifier, and such return type specifier used for the function program, especially it using to return the value from one program to another, but also such data type does not return the value from one function to the another function. But if you are using int, it's sure going to return the value from one function to the another function. Float also return the value from one function to the another function, but the data type void. Okay, clear? So it is used as the return type specifier for a function program, but also it does not return the value. So clear the meaning of the void here? Okay, now let's some of the details of the data type. So we can say that now the following list give the detail of the data type. Okay, here as we know that here some of the columns are there. Here the first column name is the type, here the type of the data type. Okay, second column shows size in byte. As we know that int 2 byte, char 1 byte, float 4 byte here, and maybe the double is the 8 bytes. Correct? No? So it shows the size in byte here, and the range of capacity I already explained in each variable what are the range of the capacity of the each variable, and also the example. Now in this table it surely going to tell about the each and every data type of the variable here. So the first data type int. Okay, as we know that the data type is the int is there here. And what about the size in byte? The size is 2 byte. I already explained about this one. One variable holds 2 byte of memory space. Correct? No? Here. And later the range of capacity of the int minus 32,768 to 32,767. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು? whole number means 8 or maybe 100 or minus 39. They can be positive or negative values. So all are the example for the data type int. Okay, now later the next data type is the char here. As we know that char it holds 1 byte of memory space. Correct? No? ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ char ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆ? 1 byte of memory space. Okay, here available to such variable here. And later the range of capacity of the char is the minus 128 to 127. So totally 0 to 255. Correct? No? That is equal to 256. So why I am telling 256 always? So 0 to 255. When you are going to count 0, you will get a 256 valid character as a character set. Correct? No? Here and later example ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅದೇ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಮೇ ಬಿ ದಿ here the small letter d, but such one going to enclose within single quote, or maybe the number 6 here, or maybe the hash symbol. Correct? No? So everything going to enclose within single quote. It is very important note of the char data type. Okay, now after the char, the next data type name is called as the float. In this case here, as we know that in case of the size in byte, so what about the size of the float? 4 byte here, and the range of capacity, that is we can say that here minus 3.4 e minus 38 to 3.4 e 38, correct no? And some of the example for the float we can say about our 45.345, okay, 45.345 here, or maybe example 0.123, all are the example for the float data type here. And later the next data type is the double, as we know that the size in byte 8 byte here, and later next one the range of capacity minus 1.7 e minus 308 to 1.7 e 308 here, and later some of the example for the double, that is 12 e minus 2000. So all are the examples. That means we know that the double is the exponential, the float or the double data type can be represented in the scientific notation, correct no? So all are the example for our simple and fundamental data types here. Okay, now after completing the simple and fundamental data types, the next data type is about our derived data types here. So what about the derived data types in this case? So here we can say that the meaning of the derived data type, simple and fundamental ellariಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? What about the simple? So we can say that primary, primitive data type. Some example for the simple or fundamental: int, char, float, double, void. Okay, now the second data type name is called as the derived or only called as the complex data type. So what about the derived or complex data type? So we can say that such a derived or complex data type constructed by using simple or fundamental data type. ಈ data type ಹೇಗೆ construct ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು? Just by using our simple or fundamental data type, and such a derived data type are further classified as the linear data structure, and second point is the non-linear data structure. Non-linear data structure ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಸೊ ಡಿರೈವ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪುನಃ 2 ಟೈಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ linear data structure and the non-linear data structure. Now what about the linear data structure? So we can say that the linear data structure, here all the data elements are arranged in sequential manner. So example, arrays, pointer, structure, unions. So one example for the arrays we can say as the, see here in this manner 10, 20, 30, 40. So this is called as the data elements. Okay, here the data variables, otherwise we can say the data, the information. So all those elements, the data elements are arranged in sequential manner. Sequential manner ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ one after the another. Clear this point here? So in our linear data structure, all those data elements are arranged in a sequential manner. Sequential manner ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ one after the another. So some example for the linear data structure are the arrays. Okay, so this is the example of the arrays, or maybe the pointers. In our pointer also all those variable data elements going to arrange one after the another. So structure, unions, and unions all are the example of the linear data structure. Okay, now we know the meaning of the linear data structure. Now let's the meaning of the non-linear data structure. So what about the non-linear data structure? So we can say that in non-linear data structure the data elements are arranged in non-sequential manner. Okay, so not like that our linear data structure one after the another. Here the data elements are arranged in non-sequential manner. Clear this point here? So the example we can say as the trees and graph. So in case of the tree, so this is the root of the tree, and later next one, all these are the branches. Clear this point here? So in this manner, the data structure going to arrange here. So this is the example of the trees in this case, or the example for the graph we can say as the, so this is the example of the graph. Okay, kya? So here we can say that, so like that. So this is called as the non-sequential manner. So ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ? sequential manner ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ one after the another. So this is called as the linear data structure. Non-linear data structure ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. Example is the trees and the graphs here. So what about the trees and graph? As we know that the non-linear data structure, here the data elements are arranged in non-sequential manner. Okay, so here everything arranged top to down, so like that here. So all are the example for our non-linear data structure. This is called as the trees and this is called as the graphs here. So clear the meaning of the data type. Now just in our data type we know that two types are there here, and we completed both type also. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.